everybody, Noreen here again. Welcome back and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make project number 2 of the 6 projects that I've designed this year to work with the Christmas Past product collection from Creative Memories. And if you haven't watched the first video, I'll definitely put the link just down below, but you might want to go back and have a quick look at it. The idea behind this series of projects this Christmas is that we're going to use these 4 products, the paper pack, stickers, embellishments, and a set of coordinating Ruby ABC 1, 2, 3 letter and number stickers to create several different projects. And again, the reason for it is that I don't want to have a huge amount of leftovers from my Christmas themed products at the end of the season. I don't want to add to my seasonal product hoard. So I've designed several projects that will use pretty much every scrap of paper and almost every sticker and embellishment. Okay. The other reason that, of course, it's nice to use limited products is that, you know, we all need a little bit of extra cash at Christmas time. And the total amount of these products is $39.50 Canadian and $33.50 US, which isn't too bad when you consider how many projects you can actually create using these if you use them and plan them wisely. So again, in the first video, I introduced you to this idea of using just these 4 products, and we did a step-by-step video of how to make your December daily album. Okay, so what I did say in that video is that with these products, you can either create the December daily album or a Christmas countdown project. Okay, so unfortunately the products won't stretch far enough to do both. You're going to have to make a decision, all right? But we're going to use the exact same products to create the Christmas countdown. Okay, so that's what we're focusing on today. So for the December daily or the Christmas countdown, you're going to need 7 pieces of the Christmas Past paper. Obviously, the number sheet is a really important one. Christmas countdowns are very similar to Advent calendars, where you have a little something that you do or open each day of the month leading up to Christmas. Okay, so we've got all the way up to 25 here. We're not going to use 25 because, again, most Christmas countdowns end on the 24th. All right, so we're going to use that one. We are going to use the back side of this page today, and then the other 5 pieces of paper that we used for the December daily album. Okay, so 7 papers all together for this project. We are also going to use 1.5 sheets of cardstock. Now I've got the beautiful new gold shimmer cardstock here. I'm sure you can see how the light is reflecting off of that. But you can use any cardstock that will coordinate. So you don't have to go out and buy new cardstock for this. You can use white, gray, the cranberry and evergreen from Creative Memories do work quite nicely. The beige works well, and of course you can go through your stash and find any of the reds or greens or golds that will work well for you. Okay, so we'll need those. Obviously we'll need our tape runner. We're going to need something to cut with. We've got our 12-inch trimmer here, and then a couple of other products that you won't be able to get from Creative Memories, but hopefully you have them around the house. Just a single hole punch. We're going to need that for attaching some tags to our favors. And then some kind of yarn or twine, ribbon, anything that will hold the tags onto our little favors. I think I got both of these at the Target dollar spot when we still had Target in Canada. But that's another story. Okay, so very quickly, any of my projects, you know that I like to give you a instruction guide with cutting guides, things like that. So you'll be able to download that at the link below in the description below the video. But it's going to be a really simple set of instructions. And I'm just going to go through and make one of these projects for you so you can get the idea, and then I'll show you them all at the end. Okay, so let's get our cutter out. First off, what we need to do is to cut up our number squares. Okay, just a quick trim. Okay, and you're going to cut out all of your numbers and set them aside. Okay, and come back to our paper in a minute. The cardstock is going to just kind of act as a backing for our numbers, okay? Now these numbers measure not quite 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, so we're going to go ahead and cut our cardstock into 3-inch squares, okay? So just 3 inches there. This gold cardstock is quite thick. It's quite lovely to work with, okay? So you're going to cut up all of your cardstock into 3-inch squares, and you're going to adhere them on, adhere one number onto one cardstock square, okay? So let's just go ahead and do that super quick. Nothing fancy about this. Okay, that's going to be our tag, and then your hole punch is so that you can punch a hole in the corner, and obviously your twine or your yarn or your ribbon is going to be used, you know, to go through that and hold it on, okay? So you're going to do that with all of your numbers. Cut out your numbers, cut out 3-inch squares, and create your tags. All right, now for the favors themselves, and let's just use, let's use this paper, okay? For the favors themselves, all we're going to do is cut the remaining papers into 6-inch squares, okay? So we're going to get 4 6-inch by 6-inch squares out of each paper, okay? So you're going to do that with each of your 6 remaining papers. And again, with this tag sheet, we're really focusing on using this side of it so that we can have a solid or a pattern piece, but not printed with tags. So we're going to end up with 24 6-inch by 6-inch squares, okay? And these are what's going to become our little treat favors. All right, and you may be familiar with these as sour cream containers. Really, they're just little kind of shaped pillow boxes that you can put a treat into, okay? Very easy to make. For each of these squares, you're going to roll your tape runner down one side and then along the second side, all right? We're going to roll this into a cylinder and adhere it. So we've got that rolled into a tube or a cylinder. Okay, and then because we already have adhesive here, we're just going to squeeze that shut. Okay, so now we have a tube with one open end and one closed end. And if you're a little bit off there, you can just snip that off. Okay, really press that in tight to give it a good seal. All right, then obviously you're going to put your candy canes, little chocolate bells, anything like that in there. If you've moved away from more of a candy or treat type of advent calendar, you could certainly put a piece of paper in here that would detail an experience. So maybe you're planning to take the kids to drive around town in their pajamas to look at the Christmas lights one night. Put that in one of these, okay? Make the plans that you have for your family for the holiday season part of this activity, okay? After you put your treats in, you're going to come around, and there's no easy way to get the adhesive on the open side of this tube, okay? So you're just going to kind of go around, get a generous quantity of adhesive in here, and then you're going to pinch it closed the opposite way from the way you did it at the bottom, okay? And that's where we get this sort of sour cream container. Now I have to tell you that we don't have sour cream in these kind of containers in Canada, but I know that in the US this is a sour cream container shape. I love that it's a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit asymmetrical. Okay, so once you have all of these made, we're going to get our tags. Where's the tag that I just made? Here it is. We're going to get the tags that we just made. Okay, we're going to need our hole punch again. And we're just going to put a hole punch in one of the sealed ends and attach our tag to it. Okay, so you're going to end up with 24 of these little favors with the tags on them. Tie them up with a cute little bow. And the other thing I wanted to point out is that these little tags would look really, really cute if you embellish them with just a simple cutout from our new punch out, I should say, from our new Christmas Quartet punch. All right, they are really cute little shapes. We've got a gingerbread man, candy cane, snowflake, and Christmas tree, and one of those on each of the little tags just popped up with a foam square would be a great little embellishment, and you don't even have to dip into your embellishment stash. So that's one of the reasons I love punches. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off all of my little sour cream containers. I'm going to add some treats inside them so I don't have to do another set. All right, and I'll show them to you at the end. They're going to be piled into a nice little basket, and then my kids are going to fight each morning over who gets to open each one. All right, enjoy that, and I will be back in a couple more days. We're going to do the first of our 2 1 2 3 layouts. Okay, so again, check the links below for the instructions and the link to the blog post. And again, I hope you decide which one you're going to do, either the December daily album or the Christmas countdowns. All right, have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.